味わってこそ本来の趣がわかるものです。
協会に依頼を出そうかしら。あと大根スープも。どうせ君もモンゴの酒の目当てで来たんでしょ。
Oke, bentar ya.
刀は技を支え、匠は宝を有す。
Lancar.
これが旅人さんの普段の暮らしですか。またあなたに少し近づけた気がします。
聞いたことあるかい？放浪流に変わったやつがいるって。
Suara gua ada gak?
刀は技を支え、匠は宝を有す。
Malam Frida. Malam. Bentar ya, share dulu. Nobar update. Mana anak Discord nih, bertemu. Mulai kode ya, gitulah. Apa? Acara bulanan. Acara patch. Oke, gue mau nyari buat senjatanya Fenty nih. Kurang 3. Sampai dulu kali ya. Ini dulu ke domain dulu sambil nunggu live-nya mulai. Oh ya, gue belum siapin ininya, bentar-bentar. Windows Capture from. Nah, gitu. Ada yang tapi buat nanti, buat live stream nanti gua siapin dulu. Nah, udah. Tunggu. Jam 7 sih harusnya. Mau gajah kuat sambil live. Tunggu. Masuk.
刀は技を支え、匠は宝を有す。
Yuk, domain dulu dah. 3 kali. Mic. Wait. Mic-nya rusak gak? Oh, sorry. Tadi ke ini kabelnya. Masih gak? Masih ini gak? Masih jelek gak? Masih, bentar ya. Gua mute dulu. Tes. Aman. Sip. Domainnya 3 kali nih. Gua senjatanya Venti, gue pakai upgrade. Mana gua pakai, sorry. Tadi ke ini kabel. Biasa. Ini kan kayak gitu, kalau kabel selalu sensitif biasanya. Ya. Solo. Gunting aja kabelnya, jangan dong, nanti nggak bisa dipakai lagi. Rusak gitu mah Pak, bukan memperbaiki.
Assalamualaikum.
Ada, wait. Waalaikumsalam.
Waduh, malah mati lagi headsetnya.
Ada ini. Terus sambil live ya. Nanti kok reconnect?
Hah?
Kocak reconnect. Apaan nih? Genshin gua.
Nah,
Lo mau lihat? Nih, gua
aku masih di stasiun ini nungguin.
nungguin apaan?
Ya, nungguin box pulang.
Oh iya.
Stasiun.
Ya udah tuh.
Oh, nonton di mana?
Tuh buat nemenin.
Kangen. Udah lama banget nggak
Kan lu Genshin
main.
dari tadi siang bang. Oh iya kah?
Hah?
Katanya Genshin dari tadi siang ya reconnect gitu. Iya, gua kan lagi live nih, ada yang ngechat.
踊りなさい。
Lancar gak sih ini, gua soalnya baru banget yang di YouTube ya. Baru banget ganti ke aplikasi jadi OBS sekarang, bukan Streamlab lagi.
失礼。
Seperti
Oke.
biasa. Sekarang memori di komputer berapa sih?
Apaan?
Memori Genshin di komputer berapa sekarang?
Kapasitas apa RAM?
Ya kapasitas ini apa gamenya?
Oh, 30
Memori.
sekarang.
Memori RAM.
Di PC sekarang 36. 31 sampai 30. Udah gede banget. Nah, jam 7 ya, sahabat. Kan
Sebelum
nomor jam
naik keluar.
udah save juga Twitch-nya tuh, nanti kalau udah on mah langsung pindah aja. Tutup gamenya
Mau pindah ke
Nobar.
Twitch.
Nanti belum mulai jam 7. Pasti pause. Enggak, pause dari mana? Cuman pedangnya doang. Enggak. Oh, enggak. Kenapa 30 kak? Ya. Startnya cukup gokil sih.
Seperti biasa. hoki orang dalam miHoYo ini.
Enggak ya, enggak hoki sih. Iya. Itu abis banyak tahu. Gue kan ngumpulin dari banner Hutau yang dulu ya. Banner Hutau dulu tuh gue bener skip semua sampai nyampe banner raya. Lalu hitung tuh berapa banner kalau lu ngikutin 5, 6 kayak deh. 5, 6 banner tuh gue lewat. Wajar lah. Gue skip banyak banner buat pedangnya sama ayakannya.
Yang penting pedang ya nggak perlu balas.
Iya, balan sih. Ya kalau dibilang garam sih ya ini ayakannya gokil sih. Ini solo ya. Yang lawan begini mah. All in ya. Ya ini all in sih. Soalnya ya gue main freeze Ayaka, jadi ini crit rate gue udah nggak mikirin crit rate, gue main freeze ya udah di splitter full crit damage. Ini crit rate nanti naik sendiri, nggak takut nggak nge-crit. Halo Bevun. Jam 7 seharusnya jam 7. Ya jam 7 ini. Ada di Twitch nanti gua kalau live streamnya mulai nanti langsung dipindah kok. Ini ya sambil nunggu aja. Sekalian nyari buat senjatanya Fenty.
Jadi pertanyaan nih, Mr. Don.
Apaan tuh?
Ini berarti lu udah nggak perlu karakter lain ya, udah cukup Ayaka aja.
Ya enggak, kalau di domain ini emang ya udah Ayaka doang, OP banget di sini. Enggak di domain yang lain ya ada yang nggak bisa pakai Ayaka. Ini yang 3 ini ya nih, yang gue bawa nih, yang kan ini 4 karakter nih. Yang 3 ini cuma menjadi naikin friendshipnya doang. Ayaka ada di sini ya lu lawannya Hydro, gimana caranya lawan Ayaka? Semua lihat lah. Gerak ya. Ayaka aku cuma bisa 38.250 pakai Black Cliff. Udah bagus dong. Free to play banget tuh Black Cliff, bagus juga. Dan crit damage lagi. Udah bagus lah segitu mah. Ya, jangan. Ini punya gua ya, kayaknya kena ini tau, kena diminishing return. Kurang attack persen punya gua. Harusnya ya. Kalau mau stabil. Nih, yang hijaunya ini, yang plus hijaunya attacknya ini lebih dari yang base attacknya, lebih dari yang putihnya. Ini artefak gua nggak ada attack persen ya. Nih. Oh, attack flat. Oh, nggak ada attack persen ya. Harusnya kalau mau stabil itu ayaknya 2100 lah, dapat 2200 gitu attacknya. Dan ini harusnya agak turun ke 250 seharusnya crit damage-nya. Ini kalau kayak gini seharusnya nggak terlalu stabil kalau mau tahu. Tapi ya gara-gara pedangnya ini nih yang bikin OP. Seriusan dah, pedangnya tuh pedangnya emang bangetan sih. Itu udah bagus banget yang kalau 38 itu, kalau 4 main 4 Blizzard udah enak banget. Lu nggak mikirin crit rate tuh yang punya lu Frida. Tuh attack mirip 2K kan. Lu pakai Black Cliff bisa nyaingi gua loh. Masalahnya Black Cliff kan base attack-nya nggak segede itu kan, dan itu crit damage juga. Sedangkan Miss Splitter yang base attack-nya gede banget. Nih, 3 semua. Lu masih bisa ngimbangnya gue, itu bagus banget. Berarti attack persen di artefak lu bagus-bagus. Punya gue attack persennya nggak ada masalahnya. Jadinya kayak gini. Cuman 2000 pas tuh. Harusnya ini bisa lebih. Itu yang bikin gak stabil di Ayaka gue. Tapi gara-gara pedangnya itu OP ya bisa nutupin lah. Gara-gara efek pedangnya sih. Efek pedangnya bagus banget. Iya, kalah di pasif jauh loh. Gara-gara ini salah satu yang paling OP sih. Setelah Homa ya. Mungkin Miss Splitter kedua sih. kalau di peringkatnya dari semua senjata, Splitter tuh peringkat kedua untuk stat. Sedang gue Homa nggak punya, sedih. Gue dapet ini kemarin, sedih banget. Pengen Homa buat lu. Dapet Elegy. Udah cukup. Kita bikin taring Boreas. Enggak. Yang ini ya. Itu nge-cheat sih. PJWS, LG, WGS, Homa, Miss. Urutannya. Oh iya.
こののどかな時間がも
Oh
っと増
iya
え
jangan.
ると嬉しいの
Sorry
ですが
Devon.
私って欲張りですね
Domain Ascent. Domain Ascent. Ini kali talent. Ya sekarang kalau mau. Sekarang kan dia pakai ini kan. Nah ini sekarang nih. Di Legend mau dibantu, ayo. Kalau mau dibantu. Iya ini talent. Kalau ya sekarang ini Jumat di Legend dia. Di Legend. Kan. Ayo kalau mau dibantu ayo. Bentar ya. Habis aja. Habis kah? Adik gue di sini. Dengeran ya? Satu lagi nih. Cukup kan? Kurang kayak taring. Ya, kurang dong. Oke, login aja dulu nanti gua masuk. Dapat huta lah. Tapi bentar lagi mulai kayaknya caranya. Total bentar lagi mulai. 15 menit lagi soalnya nih. Nah udah berubah nih bannernya nih di Twitch. Oh iya belum daily sih, gue daily dulu deh. Iya makanya takut nanti bentrok pas baru bantu nanti malah. Atau setelahin aja kali nanti setelah live stream gimana? Siapa tuh Bevun? Takutnya bentrok. Paling sejam sih live streamnya. Oh daily. Gue belum daily. Ya kucing lagi. Tutup udah. Albedo itu Eula kah? Ya dari gambar sih udah ada albedo sudah pasti kayaknya deh. Itu ya udah pasti.
これ
Eula
が
nggak
旅
tahu
人
gue.
さんの普段の暮らしですか
Kalau Eula nggak tahu.
またあなたに少し
Ada Andri. Bentar. Halo Cookies Lord.
Gue masih di jalan cuy. Gue mute dulu ya.
Yuk. Seperti di jalan.
Nanti kabarin aja kalau udah live.
Jam 7 paling. Kau Gua stream kok di Discord, lu tinggal lihat aja. Pada balik. Bersih kuil, aduh tatang deh, bersih. Ya bersihin tatang.
Ya.
Sate. Bisa nabung nih. Wih, emang kenapa? Nggak ada yang diincer? Nggak mau albedo gitu? Itu yang baru. Ya, gue sih primo gue habis. Ini gara-gara panah. Udah lah ya. Satu panah gue kemarin. Sekilas kayak bos ya, kalau bentuknya kayak gini ya. Padahal mah event. Kayak bos-bos gini tuh, kayak bos ini. Nope, waduh. Incer siapa emang? Piran siapa? Piran atau Carter baru? Ya. Sih, ya, udah nggak ada yang gitu. Pengen ganyu sih. Dari dulu pengen ganyu. Walaupun pasti kalau udah punya ganyu juga, entah bakal dipakai atau enggak sih. Itu udah ada Yaka. Udah ada Yaka splitter. Tapi ganyu juga ini sih. Ada Amosnya nanti. Amos bawah ada nganggur. Grader jadi bos, iya sekilas jadi kayak bos. Linet, waduh, itu kapan tuh? Tahun 2024 kayak. Sama Koma bisa main melt ya? Gak bisa nih, Ayaka gue bukan Ayaka melt. Gak nge-crit nih. Kenapa aero? Wait. Ya, dia mati satu sih. Tahu. Iya sih. Masuk bang. Update-nya bentar lagi. Kenapa? Genshin udah ya ini udah ngos-ngosan sih Genshin. Udah lama banget update-nya itu. Banner update-nya lama. Event-eventnya gitu-gitu doang. Ini tahun depan lah. Sumeiro ya belum muncul. Linet kan setahu gua ini kan Fontaine. Lu ngumpulin nyampe muncul Linet itu tuh primo lu ratusan ribu kayaknya. Jam. Eh, bener-bener udah merupakan bentuk udah. Iya sih, gue juga semenjak apa? Ya, gue nggak ada yang dicari juga sih dari dulu tuh, kayak yang dipengen aja. Tahu tuh dulu tuh, atau yang paling pengen tuh dulu tuh. Ih, Ganyu sih, Ganyu pada saat persatu itu Ganyu belum dapat kan? Ya bang, nggak dapat kan, kalah satu orang-orang yang lain. Gue Xiao tuh semuanya tuh bareng aja Xiao tuh dulu tuh, kan kalah kan Hutau kan, banner Hutau kan sama Xiao dulu kan. Sekarang banner Hutau hampir ngalahin Raiden ya, gila loh pendapatannya. Gue kayak di Discord ya, saya cuma sendirian yang punya Hutau tuh dulu. Sekarang semuanya nyari Hutau. Ya dulu gue nabung dari Hutau. Ke Hutau tuh hari pertama Hutau tuh so OP banget tuh, Hutau tuh udah disiapin gitu kan. Setelah itu ya udah tabung lagi nyampe Ayaka, bener-bener sampai Ayaka sama Miss Splitter ya. Dulu tuh nyampe 30.000 kayak DP. Gak mau berantem. Kayak nyampe 30.000 kayak dulu juga gua nabung. Ya gak nabung free to play banget sih, gua ngisi blessing juga, tapi capek banget gak kalau free to play. Aku punya Ganyu Xiao Hutau di banner awal pula, bukan kira. Saya double fat. Missnya pakai double fat? Enggak, missnya Miss Splitter. Enggak, gue pakai ini. Dulu di banner Hutau juga gue gacha Homa juga nggak dapetnya Atlas kan, red on tuh ya, disimpan nyampe bener-bener Miss Splitter muncul. Pas Miss Splitter muncul gue gacha langsung dapet. Gue nggak mau ketahuan, males berantem. Ini sini satu lagi. Let's go. Dari banner Hutau gue dapat Skyward Atlas. Dulu kan WGS kan sama Homa kan, yang banner Homa dulu. Simpen nyampe banner Miss Splitter, Ayaka. Gacha langsung dapet. Untungnya nggak perlu pakai poin fat itu. Ya red or ya hoki sih. Setelah itu yang ini kan, nah dari situ kan gara-gara itu udah red on dan Ayakanya juga red on dulu. Ayakanya red on tuh, Ayaka red on dan itu red on, dan primo gue kayak masih nyisa banyak gitu dari band itu. Nah di banner Radeon gue gacha lagi, gacha Radeon sama engulfing ya, dapat juga tuh. Nah setelah itu udah habis. Setelah itu ya habis sudah. Sama ini Homa terakhir dapat LG. Males sih gue. Sekarang ya udah, sekarang tinggal 1000. Ini udah satu nih poin fat. Mungkin lain kali lah Homa. Untungnya sama Dragon Band udah kuat juga. Ini udah kuat banget ini. Ya, statnya ngeri sih. Bayangin pakai Dragon Band bisa 200%. 1 banding 4. Statnya gila sih. Aku tahu dari dulu gak pernah diganti statnya. Jestom keluarga langit. Untungnya gue keluarga langit yang ini. Ini gue udah di standar semua tau. Standar. Amo standar, ini standar, WG standar. 4 standar, senjata OP semua. Ini banner kemarin nih engulfing, ini juga banner engulfing, Skyward Blade. 3 nih kemarin gua harus pakai 2 poin tuh yang ngambil engulfing. Ini banner Homa dulu. Standarnya Skywardnya OP, Skyward Hard, bukan Skyward abal-abal. Iya, buat Tatang. Sayang set Gladi aja yang itu set. Iya. Ya, tapi ya ini jangan dicontoh. Ini jelek banget. Setnya jelek, tapi gue mentingin substat. Substatnya godlike. Substatnya OP, jadinya gue mau gak mau harus dipakai. Kalau bukan karena substat sih. Ya. Iya satu sih, dapat Atlas sama Skyward Blade. Udah mulai ya? 2 menit lagi. Siap-siap aja kali ya. Tunggu gua ini dulu. Gua siapin dulu. Capture. Ya. Ini dia. Gua mulai sih. Tutup aja kali Genshin ya, biar nggak berat ya. Tutup dulu deh Genshin. Kita login lagi. Hey. Tapi nggak ada suara ininya nih. Gua buka YouTube dulu kali gitu. Kasih musik kali ya. Nobar Genshin biar ada backsoundnya aja. Kan enak. Itu tinggal di matiin kalau udah mulai. Al-Budi Shadow amidst mulai.
Your host, Zach Aguilar, and I voice the male traveler Ether in Genshin Impact. And today, I'm joined by...
Hi everybody, I'm Corey Yi, and I voice Goro in Genshin Impact. General Goro of the Watatsumi Island Resistance, ready and waiting.
Nice. And our other host for today is Koi.
Hey there, I'm Koi Dao. I play Albedo, Chief Alchemist of the Knights of Favonius, as you can see from my chibi, which is super adorable, by the way. My, it certainly is lively outside of the workshop.
Welcome to the special program, guys. Are you too excited?
Yeah, man, Genshin is my favorite game right now, so I'm just excited to talk about the details of Goro.
Well, I'm just super glad to be included. Haven't done one of these before, but been wanting to, because look at my teeny tiny little chibi body. I am so adorable!
As always, we'll be doing previews for the upcoming content in version 2.3. You guys ready?
Oh, I am so ready.
Let's do it, man.
Oke, trailer nih seharusnya.
Let's start by jumping right into the version trailer. Shadows
Tadi gara-gara gua alt tab
amidst
itu jadi gelap.
Snowstorms. Nice.
That's a lot
Trailer.
of S's.
With this newfound strength, I will defend those who fight alongside me. Protecting my soldiers doesn't just mean having a robust defense in place.
Guru langsung.
It means going on the attack. The key to seizing victory in battle
Gurunya ada kan?
lies in
Sama.
remembering the meaning of battle
Waduh,
and employing the
apaan
right
itu?
tactics to generate momentum.
Terus baru. Gede banget ya, gak ada kakinya tuh.
Keep your weapon at the ready.
Kenain
You never know
warrior.
what's around the corner.
Kenin warrior.
Press the advantage. And Oni.
The 10-year commission recently issued an arrest warrant.
Arataki, so we've been trying
so
to
request
apprehend him recently.
People see Oni causing trouble again. That'll defeat the whole purpose of the sacrifice we
Arataki
made.
itu.
Come on, men. He won't get away this time. Just give yourself up, Arataki.
A long time ago, I picked up this
Tangan
rare
baru ya.
paper charm. It's very
Domain,
precious to me.
domain
When
event
it gets
harus.
torn, this place goes up in smoke.
Biasanya kayak gitu domain event.
Idiot owner.
Nah ini seharusnya
What did you say, little one? Go on.
story questnya Wito baru.
It's showtime! Oh, coming through! Step aside. Ito's back in town.
Gue gak bisa alt tab berarti kalau gue alt tab gelap jadi
Now it's
gue boleh beli.
Shut up, would ya?
Wah, kok pakai
The transcendent and miraculous are not the only things to which human
back
beings
to
aspire.
Dragon Spine?
They pursue the everyday,
With
the
Albedo.
ordinary, to a far greater extent than I would have ever imagined. This mountain we stand on is a cradle of life's profoundest mysteries, a vast,
Tapi gue entah
terrifying
kenapa agak
hotbed of
ngelirik sih kalau
possibilities.
Albedo.
People are
Enak
put
seru
off
sih
by the
mainnya.
cold and don't realize that there is much to explore beneath the icy
Iya dong.
exterior.
Eula dong.
Are you here
to build a Wait.
snowman too?
Oh iya.
Let's combine our forces and build ourselves a huge
Ada
snowman.
Ember.
It'll be a ton of fun. What's on your mind?
Itu si Timmy ya?
You seem a little distracted.
Some of my alchemy notes are missing.
Oh,
We do not yet know the identity of our thief. Please take care.
story Albedo
Dragon
kedua
Spine has
kayaknya.
become more dangerous than it used to be.
Part 2 nih. Story Albedo kedua. Harusnya.
Oh no! Avalanche!
Albedo,
Avalanche.
what the devil do you think you were doing?
Wait. Wait. Coba Albedo. Wait. Jadi dia baru aksi nih yang kata dia
I like
tolong
the snake
hentikan
puppy.
gua katanya pas di story itu.
Super cool to
Kalau
see
gua ngelakuin
Albedo
hal
and
buruk pada
Eula
monster
in
yang
Dragon
lain.
Spine.
Like, I don't know what's going on there, but it looks pretty
Ayo pakai
tense.
krayo
Also,
tadi, Andrew.
can we please talk about Bennett looking amazing? That
Oh,
was
I know, right?
like one of my
Ih,
favorite
merinding gua,
parts,
Bangke.
to be honest.
I know we probably can't wait to learn more about the all-new content we just saw, but before we dive in,
Wait.
let's give away our first redemption code.
Merinding gua. Dulu kan Albedo kan ada story questnya terakhir tuh kata dia tolong di traveler kalau gue melakukan hal sesuatu yang buruk untuk Tevat atau monster tolong hentikan gue katanya kan. Ya ini kasus story kedua dia yang part kedua kayak Zhongli kan punya part 2 juga kayak yang Asdaha. Ya kode nanti aja deh kode mah nyantai deh. Tuh bisa di copy ya. Dia eksperimen sama cryo hypostasis kata fandom itu juga. Iya emang homunculus dia, gue tau dia emang homunculus. Tapi cara dia aksinya tuh kayak gimana gue nggak tahu. Nah mungkin jawabannya di sini di patch ini dia ada jawaban. Bagus lah. Ada yang perlu dibuka lagi story yang cukup kentalnya gitu. Story yang cukup ya biar semua orang pada baik lagi gitu. Oh ini itu berarti. Oke, berarti itu cuma sekedar karakter baru dengan story questnya. Kayak yang gedenya di Albedo ini. Story yang gedenya di Albedo. Main eventnya juga kayaknya di Albedo seharusnya. Yang event yang lamanya gitu. Kayak yang labirin kemarin yang field day itu. Gue nggak itu capek cuy main self DPS kayak gini nih, kayak itu kayak Radeon itu Xiao yang sendirian gitu.
Fighting, trading card games, spinning tops, kendama, hide and seek, you name it, I can play it.
Suaranya Max Middleman.
Just make sure you're ready to get thrashed.
Whoa. Did you see him swing his claymore and then fix his hair?
He's
like
so
the
stylish.
coolest dude in Inazuma.
And yet he's like kind of this goofy kid at the same time. Like hearing his words, it's so interesting, that dynamic, but I'm into it.
Okay, so our first character to introduce is Arataki Ito. As you can probably tell from the horns on his head, this guy is definitely not human.
That's right. In fact, Ito's horns are a symbol of his Oni heritage. Just like the Adepti in Liyue, Oni are a special kind of being in Inazuma.
We have already encountered other special beings in our previous adventures across Inazuma, such as the Bake Danuki and Tengu. This time, we are adding Oni to the list. Aside from Ito's heritage, his unique charisma has also attracted all kinds of followers to him. Word on the streets is that Ito has established his own crew, called the Arataki Gang.
Okay, so he's a gang leader. That's an interesting twist.
Yeah, but he's not quite the kind you might be thinking of. There have been some interesting stories about Ito floating around town.
Slime.
He's the big guy with the horns that would play cards with kids to win all of their snacks from them.
Absolute menace.
That sounds like a kid's worst nightmare.
And apparently, he also won a ramen eating contest against a certain fox-eared lady.
Right, which is another aspect of his character. He has a strong will to win no matter what he's doing.
Yeah, that makes sense. Probably explains why we see his rematch challenge to Kujo Sara on the Hanamizaka bulletin board. Sara's the one who defeated him and confiscated his vision under the Vision Hunt decree.
Well, enough of us just talking about him. Why don't we let Ito himself introduce his combat skills? Let's welcome our special correspondent, voice of Arataki Ito, Max Middleman.
Take it to the max. Hey, can you hear me? Check, 1, 2, 3. Arataki numero uno Ito here in the flesh. So, what are we doing? Talking about Ito's fighting style? Cool, let's get into it. Ito wields a claymore and manipulates the Geo element. He's strong, tough, reliable, a true Oni horn to toe. His normal attack performs up to 4 consecutive strikes, and when his second and fourth attacks hit opponents, Ito will gain stacks of superlative super strength. Pretty cool name, huh? Oh, another thing to note is that Ito's normal attack combo won't reset for a short time after using his elemental skill or performing a sprint, which means you can keep on swinging even after you move. When you hold to initiate a charged attack, you can use superlative strength stacks to perform Arataki Keisagiri slashes without spending any stamina. Each Arataki Keisagiri slash will consume 1 stack of superlative super strength. When the final stack is consumed, Ito will unleash an especially powerful attack. When no stacks of superlative super strength are available, Ito will perform a Saichi Monji slash. Oh, and most importantly, remember to keep your hairstyle as cool as possible, even when the wind keeps trying to mess it up. After unlocking the talent Arataki Ichiban, which, by the way, means Ito's the best, when Ito uses consecutive Arataki Keisagiri, his resistance to interruption greatly increases, and each slash causes the subsequent slash
ini kayak
to have
kayak
higher
Raiden sih.
attack
Kalau
speed.
udah ulti lu nggak bisa
Your
diganggu-gugat,
slashes
lu nggak
keep
bisa
getting
dihajar
faster
sama
and
siapapun.
harder to stop. With
Diri
another
terus
one of
nggak bisa
Ito's talents,
dipentalin.
Bloodline of the Crimson Oni, damage of Ito's Arataki Keisagiri is
interruptionnya
increased by a
diperkuat
certain
lagi.
percentage of Ito's
Kalau lu
defense.
ulti.
When using his elemental skill, Ito hurls Ushi, the young Akaushi bull, at opponents.
Ushi,
dealing
berarti
geo
sapi
damage.
dong. Dia
When
dia
Ushi
manggil
hits
sapi.
opponents, it'll grant Ito 1 stack of superlative super strength. Ushi also happens to be an auxiliary member of the Arataki Gang. Aw, isn't it cute? Yeah, anyway, Ushi is considered a geo construct, and it'll remain on the field to taunt
Discord
surrounding
gua full screen,
opponents
kalau full
and draw
screen
their
kalau gua aktif
attacks.
jadi gelap.
But Ushi won't stick around forever. It'll flee
Stacknya
when its
bakal sama
HP
kayak
drops to
Ulan.
0 or its duration ends.
Emang ada stacknya ya?
Ushi also grants Ito 1 stack of superlative super strength when it takes damage and when it leaves. Next up, let's talk about Ito's Oni King form. After unleashing his elemental burst, Royal Descent, behold Ito the Evil, Ito lets his inner raging Oni King emerge, using his Oni King's Kanabo in battle. Yeah, you see that Macy swinging? During this state, Ito's normal, charged, and plunging attacks will be converted to geo damage that cannot be overridden. The first and third combos of his normal attack will grant Arataki Ito himself 1 stack of superlative super strength when they hit opponents. While in Raging Oni King state, Ito's elemental and physical resistance drop, but his attack will be increased based on his defense, and his normal attack speed will also be increased. Ito also has an exploration talent, Woodchuck Chucked. When we have Ito in our party, we will have a chance to obtain an additional log of wood while using attacks to collect wood from a tree. So, collecting wood materials will be more efficient.
Dia kalau lu bawa dia
Anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing everyone interact with Ito in our future adventures because
ngambilin kayu-kayu.
He's honestly a really fun character to voice.
Entah kayak katanya ada
and those are
bonus
all
atau
the
apa.
inside deets about the one and only Arataki Ito. Zach, throwing it back to you.
And that's all from our special correspondent, Max Middleman. Thanks, Max.
Anti-interruption kayak Raiden sama Eula tuh kalau
Guess
udah
that was okay, Max.
Gak bisa dipentalin tuh sama apa.
He looks like such a cool
Tapi
character.
darah
though.
masuk.
Like he's got really interesting combos and stack stacking and like I don't know. That just seems really cool to play.
Totally.
Yeah,
Next, we're moving on to our other new playable character in version 2.3. Let's see him in action.
Resist turun gila tapi attack naik gila. Iya. Biasa sih high risk high return sih. Ada yang dikorbanin biasanya.
Siapa itu? Gue lupa namanya.
Si Goro. Lu tahu aja kan ngorbanin darahnya. Buat Wah ini sih semua geo udah ini 4 geo bisa terjadi. Party 4 geo.
If there's anything ever troubling you, don't keep it all muzzled up inside.
Zhongli,
You can always speak your mind
Goro,
with me. Although I can't guarantee that I'll always have an answer, I'll certainly offer you my best advice. Even when I can't muster much of a response, you can always count on me to be a good listener. Whatever it is, I'm all ears.
Goro sama dengan Kujus.
Whoa. Here we go. He looks like a real good boy with a big, beautiful heart.
That he does.
I like him.
So, I know what everybody's wondering. Can we pet his ears?
Oh my goodness. Well, that might be a little awkward, but if anyone could pet Goro, it'd probably be the Traveler, not you.
Katanya dia scalingnya dari defense kan.
I would like to scratch Goro behind the ears.
Oh my gosh.
Kalau scaling defense udah bener-bener 4 geo.
Anyways, with all that being said, although Goro looks really young, he's one of the most reliable characters you might ever meet.
Yeah, in fact, among the Watatsumi Island Resistance, he's known as Top Dog Goro.
Right, which is interesting because Goro is still younger than most of his fellow officers. He earned the nickname because he's close with his troops, and the other officers are always lining up asking him for advice. And to be completely honest, Goro often doesn't know the right advice to give either.
Lu gak bakal mati deh,
But
lu
he can't let the
gak
soldiers
guna
down,
bawa
so he
healer
just
juga
gives
sih.
some general
Ada
pointers and
Zhongli
responds
lagi.
based on his own gut feelings, which has worked pretty well, so everyone sees him as reliable.
Yeah, you know, I guess that's what happens when you wear your heart on your sleeve.
But as soon as he returns to the battlefield, Goro is back to his serious general self, ready to lead the troops. Although, because Goro is still young and inexperienced, his temper can sometimes get the best of him. Anyway, let's take a look at how he fights. General Goro of the Watatsumi Island Resistance wields a bow and holds a geovision. His elemental skill Inuzaka all-round defense deals geo damage and sets up his general's war banner.
The dog on the banner is so cute.
I love it.
Thanks, guys. Well, this banner is more than just for show. It provides buffs to active characters within the ability's AoE based on the number of party members in field who are of the Geo element. So, for example, when we have 1 Geo party member, it grants a defense bonus. When we have 2 Geo party members, in addition to the defense bonus, it increases resistance to interruption. And when we have 3 Geo party members, it adds a Geo damage bonus on top of the previous 2 bonuses we just mentioned.
Okay, so what you're saying is is the more Geo characters we have in our party, like, I don't know, Albedo, the more buffs we gain from Goro's elemental skill.
Yes, that is correct. Any characters who lack defense in Geo, and there's a few of them, would probably like that a lot. Yes. And finally, thanks, Koi. And finally, we have Goro's elemental burst, Juga forward unto victory. Unleashing his burst, Goro deals AoE geo damage and creates a field known as General's Glory. Just like his elemental skill, the field provides buffs to active characters according to the number of geo party members. What's special about this field is that it moves together with your active character and periodically generates a crystal collapse, which deals AoE geo damage to one opponent within its AoE. After unlocking the talent Heedless of the Wind and Weather, Goro's elemental burst also increases all party members' defense. And another one of Goro's talents, a favor repaid, grants damage bonuses to Goro's elemental skill and elemental burst based on his defense, which is great because I love seeing characters using different stats.
Wow, so that's all really cool. But I have to admit that little sidekick of his is so cute. Look at how it waves its banner alongside Goro.
I wanna be its friend.
I will be its friend.
So aside from his combat-related talents, Goro also has a pretty useful exploration talent called Seeker of Shinies. Yes, Seeker of Shinies.
The shiny.
It's amazing and it's adorable, yes, I totally understand that. This talent displays the location of nearby resources unique to Inazuma on the minimap while you have Goro in your party.
Oh my goodness, let's go seek some shinies! It's gonna be so handy when we're farming materials in Inazuma.
Totally.
Yeah, so you guys like Goro, sound pretty good?
Yes.
A very good boy.
A very good boy.
I knew that's where it was going, and I'm not disappointed.
Ya udah resisten kan dia
well,
ngurangin.
all right.
Zong
Now that
sendiri aja
we've
udah
had
bikin
our
OP.
first look at our new characters, let's check out the event wishes coming in version 2.3. The event wishes for version 2.3 are going to be a little different from previous versions. This time, we will be opening 2 character event wishes at the same time during the earlier phase of version 2.3.
The same time?
They are Albedo's Secretum Secretorum and Eula's Born of Ocean Swell.
Okay, so both
Langsung
Albedo
cuy.
and Eula's rerun will be available at the same time, that means.
Tuh. Katanya
well, also in the later phase of version 2.3, the character event wish Oni's Royale.
Katanya dia ada same time ya, emang di satu waktu dia keluar dua-duanya tuh Goro apa? Albedo sama Eula. Tapi entah itu banner di satu banner atau dibikin 2 banner lagi.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Wah, anjir kalau di
update, we've met many new companions on our journey. So some new players might want to get limited characters from previous event wishes, but it's probably gonna take a long time before they see their favorite character return. After collecting and considering player feedback, the devs have decided to push reruns forward when the timing fits the version content.
So, coming back to the 2 concurrent character event wishes in version 2.3, both will actually share the same cumulative pull count toward the 5-star drop guarantee, which means any pulls you make on one of the character event wishes will also count towards the other. So, for example, if you pulled 50 times on Albedo's Secretum Secretorum and didn't gain a single 5-star character, then you are still guaranteed to gain at least 1 5-star character in the remaining 40 pulls on Eula's Born of Ocean Swell. There will be more information
enggak dipisah berarti dipisah. Kata dia kalau lu nge-pull 50 di banner Albedo dan lu enggak dapat apa-apa, terus lu nge-pull 40 di banner Eula, berarti bannernya kepisah seharusnya. Jadi banner rerun ada 2. Tapi mungkin banner utamanya itu emang si Albedo yang banner off banner. Biasanya emang di game itu ada off banner namanya. Banner itu si Eula. Harusnya dipisah sih, harusnya dipisah. Soalnya kalau disatuin, wah nggak sehat cuy.
In addition to Ito's story quest, both Goro and Beto will be receiving their very own hangout events in version 2.3.
That's right. Players are going to get an inside look at some of the secrets behind General
Kalau kayak gini ya, karakter rerun yang mau muncul bakal susah kalau bener-bener digabung kayak gitu. Kalau dibikin pisah, baru bagus.
We have quite a few new storylines awaiting travelers in the new
Makanya
version,
dipisah.
so remember to save up some story keys to unlock those.
Heck yeah. If you like new characters and
Jadi nanti
storylines
pas
and
si
recollection
Albedo
new
muncul,
weapons and artifacts in version 2.3,
katanya dia
the
pas lu
new
pencet F3
5-star
nih atau
Claymore
pencet
Red
menu
Horn
gacha,
Stone Thresher will be
nanti
appearing
ada
in
4
one of
gitu,
version
Albedo,
2.3's
Ewola,
weapon event
gacha
wishes.
senjata, gacha
Also,
standar gitu tuh.
the
Nah,
new
pas ini pas
artifact sets
kalau pas
Husk
si
of Opulent
kalau
Dreams
pas si
and
itu muncul,
Ocean Hued
nah
Clam
itu cuma
will
ada
become
3
available in the new
banner
version.
itu, banner senjata,
Players will
banner
be able to
standar,
gain
mungkin
these
kayak gitu
artifacts
tuh.
through a new domain located on
New
Seirai
domain.
Island in Inazuma.
Well, that's
Nah ini
great,
yang
'cause I've been
punyanya
clamoring for
si
new
itu
artifacts.
ya,
And
nambah
new
defense
artifacts always bring new
30%.
possibilities for
Ya udah,
characters and
udah
great
disediain.
party
Wah
combinations.
gila sih, main
Yeah,
defense
for
tuh semua
sure.
tuh udah.
And now that we've covered all the new equipment coming our way, we're ready to see a new deadly
Itu yang
boss
punya
rising in
Kokomi
the
yang
coming
bawah tuh.
version. Let's take a look at the Golden Wolf Lord.
Oh iya, kayaknya mau ke bawah tanah.
Itu healing bonus. Lah siapa yang mau pak? Enggak tuh. Maiden juga udah banyak yang bagus. Buat Kokomi doang kayak di ini bos baru nih. Enggak, aduh ini sekarang pada terbang-terbang yang ngeri-ngeri cuy. Yang Thunder Manifestation, Thunder apa? Yang elektro itu yang di atas. Jadi udah ngeselin terbang-terbangan mulu.
Yang punya gaji mah.
Ya, iya maksudnya enggak, tapi ya masa lu harus
And that's our new open world boss, the Golden Wolf Lord.
Dude.
Whoa,
Spectre ya
spicy
terbang-terbangan.
puppy snake. I love him.
I'm kind of grappling with like wanting to fight it and wanting to pet it. I don't really know.
I'm going to make it my golden wolf friend.
Oh, did you guys see the tornado too? I'm like, I better not get hit with that thing.
Yeah, seeing that just made me feel winded.
Also,
Yeah,
the
it's a gun
size
move.
of that thing, that is one giant rift hound.
Yeah, now that you mention it, the
Nggak
structures of
setinggi
their
itu
bodies
terbangnya
look
bisa
really
bisa
similar.
dibuk ya.
Great observation.
Harusnya kayak gitu sih.
Technically, the
Tapi kayak
Golden
masalahnya
Wolf
itu
Lord
loh,
is
gerak
the
mulu
king
kalau yang
of the
terbang.
Rift Wolves, which is also the reason why Rift Hounds and Rift Hound
Golden
Whelps appeared
Wolf
in Surumi
Lord.
Island in the first place.
Kepalanya dong
As a
yang
giant,
serigala,
monstrous beast
badannya
from another world,
kayak ular
its
ya.
subjects are tasked with
naga
making
sih.
preparations before it descends. And since this
Jadi
monster will be a
belum-
recurring boss in Surumi Island, players
Wah,
will
ini
be
pasti
able
kena
to
corrosion
challenge
juga
this
nih.
abyssal beast at any time.
Okay, challenge accepted.
Well, let's give everyone the inside scoop. In combat, the Golden Wolf Lord's attacks can apply stacks of the corrosion status,
Wah,
which
kena
will cause
corrosion
all
status beneran
characters
dong.
in the
Anjir
party
itu
to
apaan ini?
continuously lose HP.
Tornado.
When the Wolf Lord's HP drops to a certain threshold,
Ini keren sih
it will
desainnya sih, gue
summon
suka sih
Rift Hound
desainnya.
Alphas
Desain
to
bosnya.
provide it with shields.
Enggak.
That just doesn't sound fair.
I mean, I think I'm up for this fight, but it does sound pretty
Niat lah,
tough.
desainnya bagus banget.
Yeah, but don't worry. In the latter stage of the fight, the Wolf Lord's resistance to geo attacks decreases, while its attack increases. So
Iya
you'll
sih,
have
kalau
to factor
terlalu easy
that
emang
into your
diprotes sih
strategy.
biasanya.
I gotta do math? Okay, is there anything else I should know?
Ini keren banget sih.
Nope,
Cara
I
ini.
think that's about all we have for this new
Unik.
monster.
Alright, it's probably a good
Tantangan
time to take a short break and give away our second redemption code.
Cara megang
Sounds good.
panahnya
Alright,
kayak
code
Fenty dia.
inbound in
Si Goro.
3, 2, 1.
Kode rhythm tuh. Kenapa Eula ya? Ini mana? Eula muncul tuh.
Mau BSN mah.
Wah, kalau posisinya kalau beneran ya, banner ada 4 nanti ya. Jadi banner beda banner udah dibarengin tapi pisah bannernya. Makin cepet sih, yang rerun makin cepet sih. Jadi nggak terlalu nunggu lama seharusnya. Rerun bakal terus-terusan muncul tiap patch. Harusnya tiap patch bakal muncul. Walaupun lu seperti ini, patch-nya munculnya 2 nih karakter baru bintang 5. Nanti ada satu banner rerun tuh harusnya nanti kalau sistemnya baru kayak gitu. Ini kayak gitu. Bagus sih. Moga dipisah. Moga aja dipisah.
Welcome back, travelers. Next up, we'll be giving some
ini
exclusive
event gedenya
details
nih.
on the new events coming in
Shadow
version
at
2.3.
Amidst
This
Snow.
time, we're
Wah,
returning
balik
to
lagi
the snowy Dragonspine area to
agak kesel
explore
sih,
an
balik lagi
all-new
ke
event.
apa,
Koi,
from
I know that you
Siapa?
know a thing or two about Dragonspine, so
Dragonspine sih.
why don't you take the lead?
Balik lagi.
It
Capek
would be
cuy,
my
Dragonspine
pleasure,
main di
Zach.
sini capek
Okay,
banget.
the main event in version 2.3 is called
Udah mah performa ini
Shadows
turun kan
amid
kayak agak
snowstorms.
nge-lag turun.
In this event, the Adventurers
Terus
Guild will be holding their
kedinginan
winter
badan
training
asli.
on Dragonspine. They plan to have seasoned adventurers
Ini dapat
pairing up
pedangnya.
with
Pedangnya
new
ya
recruits.
matching banget
Some
buat
of our
Albedo
old
sih.
friends from Mondstadt will be joining to help out too. You You know, like
Cinnabar
Amber and
Spinball.
Eula.
Oh, that's cool. You see what I did there? Cool, because it's cold. And
R5
Yes,
berarti ya.
I did see what you did there.
Well, we'll
Ya,
definitely
udah,
need
enak
our
tuh yang
friends to
nyari
survive the
Albedo,
deadly
dapat
cold of
pedangnya
Dragonspine.
Yep. Travelers who
Nggak perlu
reached
mikir-mikir
Adventure
lah.
Rank 20 and completed the prerequisite quests will be able to participate in the event. And you know, outside the event storylines, travelers can participate in various challenges and earn event currencies to exchange for a range of rewards.
I'm excited to chill in Dragonspine again, but what kinds of gameplay can we expect for travelers during our winter training?
The first is called agility training. Basically, it's a special speed training. Once you start, you need to follow the guides to proceed down a race course. The goal is to get the highest score possible before successfully reaching the end. And your score is based on the amount of time spent and the number of insignias of adventure and insignias of conquest you're able to collect during the training.
And it also looks like we've got some special buffs to make use of.
That is correct. Special blessings will sometimes appear while you race. There are two kinds of blessings. First is the Gale Spring blessing, which will enhance your character's jumping abilities. And second is the Iron Skin blessing, which will allow your characters to shatter ice pillars around them.
Okay, so we'll need to aim for the ice pillars containing insignias once
Oh,
we
itu
have this
ambil
blessing.
itu ya,
Oh, you
ambil
are so
itemnya
smart,
buat
that is correct.
ngancurin
Travelers should be sure to
S-nya
make
tuh.
use of it. Some insignias of adventure will be hidden in the course, but
Waduh, ini
insignias of
koinnya
conquest
nggak kelihatan
appear
di itu tuh,
only at
di
certain
map tuh.
times. Ooh. You'll
Tinggalan
need to get the
berapa
correct
sih?
timing down and grab them throughout the challenge. The second type of gameplay is tracker training.
Tracker
Travelers will
training.
need to find and melt all the ice crystal piles within the training area to complete the challenge.
So a pyro
kayak
character is
Windbloom.
going to be a must for your party in this one.
Yep.
Ya,
But
pedangnya sama ya.
this training shouldn't be too much of a problem. We just need to be careful
apa-apa
of
sih,
the
menurut gua.
nearby enemies and surrounding environments.
Ini tapi ini
And
pedangnya
our
benar-benar
third
buat
type of
Albedo
gameplay
doang kayaknya.
is combat training.
Defense dan
Combat's
gak
my
ada
favorite
karakter
part.
lain selain yang pakai
Combat
defense.
training camps will contain lures that can be activated to begin the training session. Lures will start in a state of source cold
Support the
and
tryhard.
eliminate
Yeah.
cold air that not only increases the rate at which sheer cold will accumulate on your character, but also gives nearby
Sheer
opponents
cold.
a buff at fixed intervals.
Sounds like this one might be a little more intense for challengers then.
Yeah, but don't worry. There are multiple mechanisms around the lures. Travelers can activate these mechanisms by attacking them while carrying scarlet quartz. Once you've activated the three mechanisms, they will change the lure state to heat
Back
source
to
and
Dragonspine.
cancel the accumulation of sheer cold. Yeah, see? When lures switch to heat source mode, characters will also restore a certain amount of energy at fixed intervals. So on heat source mode, dealing
suka dia
damage to
suka
opponents while carrying
bunga-bunganya gitu kan,
scarlet
Albedo.
quartz will unleash all the quartz energy in a single blow,
Meledak-meledak.
dealing
Petal
AoE pyro damage to the opponents.
Whew, I can
Karena aku
already
emang
see
petalnya
myself
sih dari
searching
Albedo
frantically to find scarlet quartz in this
daripada
one.
beresnya.
Yeah, but actually, besides looking for scarlet quartz in the surrounding area, you can also obtain scarlet quartz by defeating certain monsters during the challenge. All three of these trainings have multiple challenges, which may be completed to obtain event currencies, primo gems, and
Dua itu doang.
more.
Speedrun
You
sama
can
itu.
also obtain some snowman components from the tracker training and combat training.
Snowman.
Dude, the snowmen. That's a nice seasonal touch.
Yeah, I would love to make a snowman on Dragonspine.
Oh my goodness, me too. Participate in the event to collect components, which can be used to build snowmen in-game. Travelers can also exchange some of their
Okay.
components with their friends.
Oh,
Build
hey, we're all
snowman.
friends. Why don't we
Perceivably.
build them together?
We could build snowmen. I'd be down.
Yeah.
That is very
Ini sudah
exciting.
oke.
And to add to the excitement,
Build
players
snowman.
will be able to
Wah,
claim
Natal jadi
rewards by
balik ke
building
Dragon's
snowmen, including a new 4-star sword named Cinnabar Spindle. Yeah, you want to refine this bad boy? Well, you can collect event currencies and exchange them for the sword's refinement materials via the event shop.
So, I'm sure players are wondering, can we keep our snowmen after the event's over?
Absolutely. We can bring the snowman bases and components home after the whole thing wraps up.
All right, another
bisa dibawa.
decoration for our Serenity Teapot.
Bisa dibawa
I'm looking
snowman.
forward to checking out all the
Kalau
snowman styles.
kalau eventnya
Oh
udah
yeah, me too. But you know what? Aside from all the winter training events, we'll also encounter a
Kalau eventnya udah
mysterious
beres,
fossil
snowman
to
bisa
get
dibawa.
further into the event story. But travelers will probably have to discover that for themselves. Anyway,
Enggak,
I'm super
ya bisa
excited for
dibilang
this
mau
event.
winter
Are you guys
sih.
excited?
Yeah.
Kalau
And it sounds like we'll have a ton of seasonal things to do on Dragon's Pride.
dari timeline sih
All
sekarang
right,
belum
next we'll
winter,
be
dia
heading
sekarang
back to
masih fall.
Inazuma for our next event titled Bantan Sango Case Files,
apalagi
the
nih?
Warrior Dog.
Bantan sang chest fight.
Wait, what?
What was that?
Was that you, Koi?
No, it was Corey.
You can't blame this one on the dog.
Okay, anyway, back to our event. There have been mysterious disappearances of animals across Inazuma lately, and of course, the Traveler is there to help. According to the Commission, our objective is to find and bring the missing animals back. During investigation, we get to find a mysterious dog which patrols around some of the missing animals.
Well, a dog? There's like a whole bunch of dogs here.
These are all its canine bunshin, which are like illusionary copies.
Oh yeah, these aren't your average guard dog. They're carrying a little sword.
That's why we need to sneak to where the dog keeps the little animals and avoid being detected, unless we want to be attacked.
That sure sounds super scary.
Yes, it does. In this event, travelers will obtain a gadget called the Ubiquity Net. Travelers can use it to replace their elemental skill with the net's ability. We'll use this ability on the indicated animals to whisk them away. If the skill hits a canine bunshin, it will be stunned for a short time. Travelers can also activate smoke machines and fireworks around places of interest to cause distractions too. Throughout our investigation, we'll also discover numbers of animals that have been kept in cages inside places called dens of thieves. We'll need to defeat the surrounding opponents first before opening the cages and coming to their rescue.
Yeah, pet jalan
completing
sabi.
event challenges,
Ada pet yang
we
bisa
can claim
jalan-jalan ya,
rewards
bukan yang
including
terbang.
Primo Gems, so be sure to give it a try. After this event ends, travelers can complete the related world request to obtain a brand new gadget called the Omni Ubiquity Net.
That's quite a name.
Yeah. Unlike the gadget from the event, this upgraded net has been modified using Onmyodo. It is said it can capture the essence of smaller creatures before using the net itself as a medium to replicate their forms.
So what you're saying is we can keep pets with it.
Well, sort of. We can use the net as a way of recreating animals that we meet in the open world and place them in our Serenity Pod.
But the bottom line is, I can be like Draff or Timmy and have an army of pigeons at
burung
my
yang itu tuh yang
disposal.
musang-musang tuh yang bawa gold gitu, yang bawa mora.
Right.
Bisa diambil, itu bisa
But
diambil.
please note that there are some little critters who cannot be recreated using the net. Travelers may find which animals can be recreated in the archive.
Yes.
Oh, ada di
Get to
archive
keep
yang
some
bisa
more
diambil.
animals in our realms.
Our next event is Energy
Wah, ini kayak event dulu
Amplifier
nih.
Fruition.
Itu
Some of you
yang
may
event
remember the
Festering Desire
previous
nih.
Energy Amplifier event. It turns out that after our previous research, some remaining mutation stones have started to surface.
Oh iya,
In
yang
the new
mutasi itu
version
ya.
of the Energy Amplifier event, travelers will need to get to
Ini
the places
yang
of
dulu kayak
interest
yang
and
Festering
eliminate
Desire nih.
threats there.
Oh,
But
tapi
mutation
ini.
stones can grant powerful bonuses to opponents, so we'll want to take care of
Oh,
those
ini mah
first
tapi yang ini
before
sih, bukan yang. Ya. Oi.
facing the enemy.
Aduh.
Yeah.
Like.
After defeating the enemies,
Ini
we can
tapi ini
open the
kayak yang
chest
Wind
to claim
Bloom.
rewards. What's different from the previous Energy Amplifier event
menu
is
eventnya
that once
kayak
travelers
menu
have
yang
cleared
Festering
all
Desire
the
yang dulu.
investigation tasks in Act 1,
Rip
they'll
Timmy dah.
automatically gain the Energy Amplifier
Enggak,
and
udah,
all of the Earman Soul Fruit fragments.
Burung
Each act
burung
cleared
Timmy
will unlock the
diambilin. Oh ya,
corresponding
ini yang
deceitful
dulu.
domain.
And just like the previous time we
Rerun,
entered this event, we
event
will be able
rerun.
to select the difficulty and conditions for the domains we enter, and the
Wah,
energy
ini
amplifier
lagi.
will help amplify our abilities in these domains.
Lawan apa di
The
dalam
fragments
ini?
you configure into the energy amplifier will determine the buffs you gain during the challenge.
Oh,
In
ini
terms
yang
of rewards,
domain itu
there
ya.
will be both first clear rewards
benar.
and milestone score
Mechanical-
rewards to claim in this event. So you definitely don't want to miss out on
Ini
those.
paling ngeselin sih.
Our next event to introduce is Misty
Nah, ini
Dungeon
rerun semua
Realm
cuy, Misty
of
Dungeon
Light.
lagi tuh.
Yeah, travelers may remember
Yang
this
dulu
one as
lagi.
well.
Event
Just
rerun
like our
ini.
previous
Oh,
Misty
kan?
Dungeon event, travelers will use the trial characters to complete dungeon trials.
Yang
You
lo
will need
bisa-
to find all
yang
three
lo
of
bisa
the
ini,
ancient runes in
trial
the dungeon and complete their
karakter-karakter yang nggak
corresponding
punya.
challenges to activate the runes.
Once all three runes are
Ya,
activated,
rerun semua.
travelers can gain access to the final
Eventnya
challenge.
3
There
ya,
are
2.
benediction mechanics with the trials, which allow players to obtain certain bonus effects.
At the same time, there are also some automated weapon systems that will detect and attack any intruders.
Bisa nyemak sekarang.
So travelers must use the appropriate reactions to temporarily disable these devices.
This time around,
Saya
there
dong
will be
main
new
apa nih yang
trial
dulu?
characters available
Iya.
and new trials for travelers to challenge.
For example, in the Thundershock trap, Electrocharged will not only receive a damage bonus, but also increase the rate at which your elemental skills and bursts can be used.
Itu sama Eula. Eula ada malah, ada 3. Jadi nanti Eula sama Albedo bareng bannernya nanti. Tapi bukan satu banner kayaknya. Jadi dipisah banner. Nanti bannernya ada 4 gitu kalau lihat menu gacha. Nanti ada Eula Albedo. Ya nanti yang kedua baru itu.